Hi, welcome to Best in Tesla. So GM has just revealed their new Bolt EV and the Bolt EUV, and GM is cutting the price on this one. Hopefully this will help them reach an even bigger market. But let's take out this car and let's dive right in. So let's start with looking at the specs, because the best thing about this car is the price. It starts at $32,000 for the Bolt EV. That is over $4,000 cheaper than the old model. And $34,000 for the Bolt EUV. That is a slightly bigger version of the Bolt and more of a crossover vehicle. It does a 0 to 60 in 6.5 seconds, so not bad there. Sadly, it's only a front-wheel drive, but hey, we are looking at a car GM is trying to make affordable, so people in this segment this car is for would probably be more than satisfied with the 0 to 60 time in 6.5 seconds and don't care much about all-wheel drive, even though it's a crossover. The range is 259 miles EPA, so not bad actually, but still the same as the old Bolt, so maybe just a little disappointing here that they have not made any advancement in the range, but again 259 miles will be good enough for most, and it doesn't look like GM has made any advancement in their battery technology. It is still a 65 kilowatt hour battery pack it comes with, so if they wanted to make it go further they would have to put in more batteries, and that would have made the car even more expensive. So again, to keep the car as affordable as possible, they just stick with what they had. And with the charging we have the same thing as well. No advancement here either, still only 50 kilowatt charging. That is a little bit disappointing here in 2021 to not be able to at least have 100 kilowatt charging, but most people will probably charge at home anyway, and Chevy we actually cover the installation of a level 2 charger at your home, so that's pretty cool. So again, to keep the price down, it's okay. But it does get Super Cruise, so that's pretty cool. Not like the Jaguar that can change lanes, but it will stay in the middle of the lane and it will keep its distance to the car in front of you on compatible roads, whatever that means. Probably just means work only on highways, but GM does say it's the industry's first true hand-free driving assistance system for capable roads. Guess they have never tried a Tesla autopilot before, or they simply don't count Tesla as a part of the industry, but to go out and claim they have the first true hands-free driving assistance system is just not true. But Super Cruise is a nice extra feature to the Bolt, but it will only be available for the Bolt EUV and not the Bolt EV. It still looks pretty much the same inside, nothing too crazy here, and still not made on GM's new electric platform. That is also why we still don't have a front, because it's basically just a converted ICE car. So unfortunately, still a bit boring, nothing too exciting here. Did hope they had put their new Ultimum battery pack in there, but guess that would have just made it too expensive. But an EV with 259 miles of range for $32,000, that is not a bad deal. That is about $6,000 cheaper than the Model 3 in the US. That only has about 5 miles more longer range, and the Tesla Model 3 standard range is of course also only a rear-wheel drive, but does do a 0 to 60 in 5.3 seconds and can of course charge much faster than the Bolt. But $6,000 is a decent amount of money to save and will definitely make the Bolt reach a bigger market than the Tesla Model 3. But the Bolt EUV with the better feature is of course not this cheap, so that does come a bit closer to the Tesla Model 3. I still don't think the Bolt will sell anywhere near the numbers of the Model 3. The Bolt has only sold about 100,000 since 2017. This is kind of what Tesla produces of the Model 3 in a quarter. So don't think these two cars will be in competition to each other, but just a new refreshed model to enter the EV market, so that is nice. But GM of course made a great commercial, and this time they teamed up with Disney to make a true magical experience, to show what can happen when you dream big, and that's the Bolt. This is just a bit too much in my opinion, and the commercial is just way too corny for my taste.
Wow, that was exciting!
Why don't GM just save the money on all these commercials and use these money to make better EVs in the future? But that is of course how GM does it. So the new Bolt will be coming this summer in 2021 and start at $32,000, but can of course be spec'd out to cost about $42,000. That is a bit too much for a Bolt in my opinion, so even though it is cheaper in starting price, it is not far off from the Tesla Model 3, and it will start sales this summer, so that is unfortunately a bit late if you ask me, since we have heard rumors that Tesla will come out with their Model 2 or whatever it would be called in 2022 and not 2023. They should already have designed the car in China and approved it in September last year, and we get production certification in March of this year and start production next year. And then we are talking about a $25,000 Tesla. So that could actually really hurt the sales of the Bolt, because then it is suddenly Tesla that has about a $7,000 cheaper starting price, reaching even more people. But this is of course all just speculation, and we don't know how all this will play out. What we do know is the new Bolt is here and is coming this year. So in short, they made the Bolt better in most ways, but didn't give it more range and faster charging, and only 50 kilowatt charging in 2021 and 2022 just seems a bit on the slow side. But other than that, it's nice to see this new refreshed Bolt better, but cheaper. So that is very nice, and it had just become more affordable. Going to be exciting to see how many of them they can actually make. The original Bolt sold about 100,000 globally, and about 80,000 of those were in the USA according to GM. So 100,000 EVs in over 3 years is not a huge amount. So hopefully the new version can get some more people excited about the Bolt again, because the sales of the Bolt has only been going down since the release in 2017, even though the EV market has only been going up. So I hope this will do better and help even more people to go electric. At the end of the day, that is what we want. Don't know if this Bolt EV and Bolt EUV are 2 of the 30 new models GM has been talking about they will make in the next 5 years. If so, then it's 2 down and 28 more to go. But what do you think about the new refreshed Bolt? Is it too boring, nothing really exciting here, or is it actually what GM should do, just make a refresh and bring down the price so more people can afford it? Let me know your opinion on this car in the comments below.
Wow, that was exciting!
And thank you for watching. And until next time, take care out there and be nice.